Hi everybody, this is another video I'm doing for you guys. This is an update from the previous video that I have. I'm trying to locate the problem. So let me recap. I have two BMS. This is BMS number 2. Let me show you this slowly. This is the BMS. I got two of them here. The top is number 1. The middle one is number 2. I'm gonna have several of them in the back there. Probably 2 big, probably 4 more BMS. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the JBD BMS. This BMS, everything was working fine. Suddenly something happened. One of them break down. I'm not sure exactly. I'm about to test it. Okay. So this is where we at. My body is fully charged. I'm not even charging anything because one of my cells is at 3.5. I stopped this thing at 3.6. So every time you hit 2.6, it's gonna stop it. So I'm not charging anything. Okay. Nothing's being charged. So now this is the second BMS. BMS number 1. Okay. I'm gonna turn this thing off. Alright. BMS number 1. BMS number 1, this is the issue. First of all, it's not reading. It's not charging because I unplugged the thing. It's getting 35. It's misreading every single one of them. Okay. Let me show you why. So I'm at right off the bat, you can tell there's a problem here. So let me see if this thing can give me the setting. Oh, before this wasn't working. In the meantime, just go in there. So I've been through this before. Whenever the numbers here doesn't work properly, it's acting funny. This is what caused this thing before. I changed this. Where was I? Under voltage. I put it at 2.2. The voltage release, this is wrong. And this is supposed to be 2.55. Now let's save this. See, that wasn't working for a while. Well, suddenly it started working. It still changed. This is wrong. Okay. So I have over voltage, right? 6.5 because this thing doesn't like being 7. So I keep it at 6. So release voltage 3.55. This is still doing it the wrong way. On the voltage release 2.55. You see, it doesn't do that. Okay, it looks like it stays the same. Let's see if this thing's recorded. This section wasn't working before, suddenly it's working. I unplug it, let it sit there for a while, then I get back and it start working. Okay. So now we go back out. Now it's reading this thing wrong. It's reading totally all the cells wrong. Something is wrong here. So now let's take a look. Okay, I have a meter. I disconnect this. Now let me show you something. If I connect this right there, watch what's gonna happen. Everything plug. Everything plug. Now let me show you the voltage first. I'm at 49 voltage. This thing says 36. 33, 36. Okay. I don't know what goes on. Now obviously something's wrong there. So I'm gonna check all the wires, make sure they're correct. I'm gonna check all the wires, make sure it's correct. So and then let's check it again. Let me pause this for 2 seconds. Okay guys, I make sure all the wires connected the proper way. I just double check this. Now let me show you what happened here. So now he gave me 0 voltage. He's trying to charge, and then he's telling me all this says okay except one cell. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this thing on. I'm scared of fire, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. The voltage is correct. The voltage downstairs is 55, so let me switch this thing back on and see if it starts. Okay, now this is the problem I have. It's on Waco. Is this charged? It's not charging. It's one of the cells. This is reading this thing totally wrong. No, it's reading it totally wrong. The voltage is still the same. Okay. Now it's reading the voltage properly, 49. On 45, 45, they should be fine. But the cells are wrong. Cell 1 and cell 2 is getting it wrong. At least it's not that bad. It was as bad as it was the other day. Some cell, but it says one cell is 5. There's no cells on 5. It's reading one cell and the other one. It's reading those 2 cells the wrong way. Let me see if I can connect. Maybe this is the first cell. It's not reading it well. Okay guys, let me pause this in for 2 seconds. Okay guys, I did everything I could. I think there's something wrong with the BMS. Something's wrong with the BMS. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off the light, because the BMS is supposed to have some light coming up here, just like this one. You see, this one has a light. This one's supposed to have a light. It does have the light in there. Okay. So this one has a light too. It's not reading the thing properly. I don't think it's my wire, because I have the wires the right way. This is second. This is third. See, the wire is well put. Let me go over the wires again, because I'm going to make sure I got it 100%. Otherwise, I'm going to disconnect this, reconnect it. Okay. Okay, guys, I found the problem. It was not the BMS he's being charged right now. Okay, it wasn't the BMS. It was this wire. This wire was not tied in there. Oh, now let me connect this. So he's reading everything correct. Okay. Now, this is what I'm gonna do. Plug it in. Let's see what happens. This is giving me 100 and something. I don't like that. This is not good. This wire gonna be warm. It is warm. I don't know why it does this. It's taking too much charge. Okay, I got something's wrong here. I'm at 51. Something's wrong. I'm gonna try to have it charge slowly with the solar. Why am I taking 100 amps? Let's check. See, this thing already dropped. It's taking the thing from this. Probably one of those parameters wrong. Something is wrong there. Let's see how much we can take out of the battery. That's 100 amp. You're supposed to shut it down. Current overcharge 110. See, discharge 100 amp. Why is taking more than that? Look at this. Oh, 30 seconds. Guys, I don't know if you know anything, but I don't know. Don't know what's going on in here. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna close this. Uh-oh. Can't do this. I'm gonna plug it in and try to turn this one off. Let me save this. The battery's being charged, so I don't like the fact I take 100 amp. The thing doesn't stop it. Why it goes so fast? It's draining the other battery. At least it's reading it properly now. So I'm gonna plug this one in and then turn this one off. It did. You see? It did. Look at that. The BMS is taking too much out of the BMS and it just shut it out. Now I'm being charged by the solar. You guys see this thing? I'm being charged by the solar. Both ways. This thing's set up like this. So it was the wire was working the wrong way. So the wire was messed up. So that's I came in to change the BMS. The beauty of it is I was able to. This is what I'll tell you guys. If you're having something like this, you need to be able to see. If I have a regular BMS with no what you got, no connection, if you can't see, you can fix. You got to figure out a different way to fix it. Go checking every battery, because I had every battery. I think something went wrong with the BMS earlier, so it went wacko. So I think that the problem is solved. I'm at 53. It's being charged by the solar. It's not taking too much out of this. One of the wire was messed up. So far so good. I don't think the wire is warm. Let me check. No, this is normal stuff. You see? And my charging is going up. Okay guys, I had the previous video. I was confused. I wasn't too sure what goes on. As you can see, everything back to normal. Now I'm going to leave the BMS on, hoping this one stay off. This is what happened in the past. They were working together, and let me see if this thing will stay on. Oh, this is not good. You see what it does? It's not taking so many. See what guys, what's happening here? Okay, stay off. What a nightmare. When I put those batteries together, it wasn't doing this. They were working together. Something went wacko. Now the battery has to be equal. See, 53, 50, 51, they have to be equal. This is the pack you have there. I just ordered some more. I'm going to fill the top on. I'm going to have the same amount. I'm going to try to squeeze a 14 numbers here, because this is 13 is here. Okay, so I'll run the top. Another thing, it's always good to have a breaker. I'm gonna have a breaker, so I'm gonna put another one here. I'm gonna put another one there, and after that, then I'm gonna put a breaker here. So if I'm working down there, I can unplug this, which is a good thing. I just can press this. I take the thing off. You can still work in it. Maybe I should keep it at 13. Always good to have room. If something's break, you can actually do something. I think I'm leaving it at 13. I'm putting 13 on top, 13 on the bottom, and call it a day. So they'll be the same size. Okay. I believe this is cell number 1. That's how it goes. Cell number 1 all the way to 16 there. So I have a cell. Where's the main battery? This is the main battery. Cell number 13 is giving me a hard time. It's always lower. It's the first one to go down. if I had a breaker on it, I'm going to try to charge it to the max. So I think later on today, I'm going to set a breaker in there so I can actually disconnect it and charge it with my iMax. So what I did before, all those batteries went down to 1.3. Do not know what caused this. So it went down to 1.3. Never they went dead, but it shouldn't go down, but it did went down. This is my iMax. I'm going to be using it to charge the battery from in and out. Okay, so right now I'm charging from solar. So I'm going to fill up the pack. That should be good. I'm going to try to fill up cell number 13 and see how far we went. But so far, the battery looked like it's being charged. At the beginning, they were full charge before number 6 and number 5, number 6. They were always ahead of the game. Hopefully, they're gonna remain charged, and I'm gonna keep this one the way it is. Folks, we saw the problem, and it was one of the cell wasn't connected properly. I thought I did. I tried 3 times. So something went wrong. So I had to. The battery went down quick. I still don't know what happened. So that's why I'm gonna have a glass door. I'm gonna have a glass door here where nothing can go through in and out. I'm gonna see that hole there. I'm gonna close that hole when I'm done with all the wires. So therefore, this spot, nothing goes inside of it. Okay. Yeah, but remember, this is like a fuse. This is like a fuse. If something went wrong, if they touch it, the thing will pop. So the connection will suffer. Okay. Folks, this is the end of this video. So I think everything back to normal. I actually come here with a different. I came here with a different BMS to make sure that that was not the BMS of. Thanks. We found out it was not the BMS. This is the new BMS that I have. I gotta go back inside. Yes. So I don't have to change that. So there you have it, folks. I thought it was the BMS. Now I gotta see if it's continuing to work with no problem. I think the battery is turned off. That's okay. I'm still charging. It will turn off itself. I can close this thing. See the light gonna come off. There we go. BMS is off of this phone. So my experience with the BMS is I thought something went wrong. It did, but I think one of these wires come off. So I had to charge every one of them. I have to try every single cell one by one. It takes a long time. If you watch my previous video, you see how long it takes, how long that video was. I cut the end of the video because it was taking too long. Folks, it's always good to have this breaker. You can turn it off so you can charge the battery individually, and you can read the BMS and see what goes on in there. Once you can see it, you can look at what the problem is. And this thing doesn't give you a lag. It does give you a lag too. Okay. Where's the lag? There was a lag. It tells you everything was happening in the VMS. Today's the 22nd. Oh, when you start working fine, it's give you the lag. So that's when it start working properly. Probably the last time I checked the lag. I believe to get the lag, I gotta do this. And the parameters, when you get the information, you drop the lag off. So I think you gotta do that on a daily basis. That's once you do that, they give you a better reading. My body's starting to be it's a good thing to have a BMS. Something you can see. Bluetooth. I have bought two BMS before, and I'm not gonna use them. I can't see anything. You know. This tells you how your batteries perform. Okay, folks, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please share, subscribe, like, comment. I usually answer my comment because if anybody write me, so I answer them. If you have a comment, please go ahead and do so. Especially like and subscribe. I have a lot of views, but not enough subscribers.